Hello and welcome to another KYC Lookup video where we bring you AML related content to help you enhance your knowledge in the fight against money laundering. Today we are going to explain what is a foundation, the difference between a foundation and a charity, and do foundations have a UBO? But before diving into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh! And don't forget to leave us a comment with any suggested topics you would like us to cover in the future. We also have a special announcement to make, so be sure to watch until the end to find out what it is. So, on to today's video. What is a foundation? In definition, a foundation is a category of non-profit organisation or charitable trust that typically provides funding and support for other charitable organisations through grants, but may also engage directly in charitable activities. There are many different types of foundations, but the main ones we come across are arts foundations, community foundations, corporate foundations, grant-making foundations, private family foundations, public foundations, independent foundations, and operating foundations. Okay, so now let's take a look at the difference between a foundation and a charity. A private foundation is a non-profit charitable entity, which is generally created by a single benefactor, usually an individual or business. A public charity uses publicly collected funds to directly support its initiatives. The only substantive difference between the two is the manner in which funds are required. For example, let's take a look at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is the second largest foundation in the world as of 2020, holding $49.8 billion worth of assets. The foundation is controlled by its three trustees, Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, and Warren Buffett. The sole purpose of the foundation is to enhance healthcare and reduce extreme poverty, and improving education throughout the world by supporting companies and organisations. In 2018, Bill and Melinda Gates donated a whopping $36 billion to their foundation to ensure it continues on with its philanthropic endeavours. Now let's take a look at the charity UNICEF. UNICEF is the abbreviation for the United Nations Children's Fund, which focuses on providing humanitarian and developmental aid to children worldwide. The charity relies entirely on voluntary contributions from the government and private donors. Its total income as of 2018 was $5.2 billion, of which 2/3 came from governments, private groups, and individuals. It is governed by a 36-member executive board who establishes policies, approves programs, and oversees administratives and financial plans. The board is made up of government representatives elected by the United Nations Economic and Social Council. Does a foundation have an ultimate beneficial owner? In relation to not-for-profit associations or foundations, the UBO are the directors, the persons entitled to represent the association, or in charge of its day-to-day management. What documents are required to set up a foundation as a customer? High-level documentation required for foundations would be the following: registered address, operational address, incorporation documentation, registered or foundation status, identification of UBOs or individuals with significant day-to-day control, board of directors, and annual report or latest financial statement. Do foundations present a greater money laundering or terrorist financing risk for financial institutions? Although most foundations or not-for-profit organisations are created for legitimate reasons and not considered high risk, they can be used as a vehicle to launder money or for terrorist financing activities. As per the Financial Action Task Force, or FATF as it is also known as, Recommendation 8, although not solely focused on foundations, does highlight that a risk-based approach should be applied to assess the risk presented on a case-by-case basis. Performing a detailed review of the list of donors and how contributions are distributed is key in mitigating the risk. Let's recap. What is a foundation? A foundation is a category of non-profit organisation or charitable trust that typically provides funding and support for other charitable organisations through grants, but may also engage directly in charitable activities. There are many different types of foundations, but the main ones we come across are art foundations, community foundations, corporate foundations, grant-making foundations, private family foundations, public foundations, independent foundations, and operating foundations. Well, there you have it, a basic introduction to what is a foundation, the difference between a foundation and a charity, and do foundations have a UBO? Please tell us in the comments section what is your interpretation of a foundation and what risks do they present. Now for the special announcement mentioned at the start of the video. We are now launching our very own courses for you to take a more in-depth look at a variety of subjects, such as Introduction to AML, Beneficial Ownership, and Customer Risk Rating, for example. So make sure you visit our website for further details, and let us help you connect the dots in KYC. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more amazing videos.